Namanya Viola, is she now here? Or somebody had... then Honorable Okwi Constantine Mpik Chibale. Is he here? Honorable Campagna Abdul Swaib. You see, these are people who come, they say they want to raise the matter. So, Honorable Okwi is not here? Honorable Campagna. And help me pronounce your name very well.
Campagna.
Campagna.
In case you forget Campagna, you remember someone pronouncing Kampala. Then you change Nya.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Okay, you go ahead, Honorable Member.
For purposes of record, I am Campagna Abdul Swaibu, representing the people of Ikiki constituency, Budaka district. Right, Honorable Speaker, I raise under Rule 56 on a matter of urgent public importance, on a matter that was raised here yesterday. I raise to formally and strongly protest and refute the assertions made regarding the approach adopted by the Minister of State for Local Government during the anti-corruption operation in Budaka district, which were subsequently reiterated on the floor of this House. While we recognize the importance of upholding Constitution, the rule of law, and the due process, we strongly disagree with the substance and implication which were flaunted by Dr. Wakida, representing the people of Kibuku, which in our view create an inaccurate impression of what transpired and risks undermining the legitimate efforts to promote accountability and combat corruption. Honorable Speaker, as a member of Parliament representing the people of Budaka district, we have received no formal communication, petition, complaint, representation from the people of Budaka expressing dissatisfaction with the minister's approach during the operation in our district. As a member of Parliament representing the people of Budaka district, on the contrary, our people have expressed an even greater desire for minister intervention in matters of public service delivery across various sub-counties in our district. We therefore find it difficult to understand the basis upon which the conclusion was reached that the minister's approach was inappropriate. The evidence presented during the inquiry, Honorable Speaker, it is important that this House does not discuss these events in abstraction.
Were you present yesterday? Well, this rebuttal would have been very helpful. What do you think? And I think the matter was,
I was still in my constituency.
I can understand, but now you will put me in a very difficult position to either rule or guide on a matter that was ably handled by my brother, my younger brother. You know, the Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. This matter was already briefed, and the Minister of Local Government undertook to come back here on 25th with the comprehensive report on what they are doing. I think you reserve this rebuttal. I might join you in rebutting. Because the issue that was raised, I don't want you are neighbors with the Honorable Wakida. I also come from the same region. You may want to resume your seat and I guide.
Thank you, Honorable.
So the issue of the Honorable Balama and the Honorable Nameere, what they are doing, as Parliament, we need to support them. We cannot, it is long when we last saw, because for us we are to hold them accountable. But now before we hold them accountable, they are putting their house in order. Why should that be our concern? Now the only concern that has been is that this should be done in accordance with the law. Now for us to start saying you are overdoing it, I think that is, we are failing the very purpose of this house. We should say, Balaam, go ahead, Balaam, bravo, Nameere, bravo. Let them fight, and then we fight less. If they fight, then we fight less. Less accounting officers will be invited here. It is long when we last saw the executive led for a corruption fight. So now when these people are doing that, honestly speaking, without preempting what will happen on 25th of Tuesday, you should be debating according that line that this fight should continue, and even more. We want to see the works minister, the attorney general, the education. I've seen Honorable Peter Gwang here. I've heard him. I was following. He's answering questions here. All the ministers, either tourism or health. We've seen ministers of health disrupting the sleep of people who are not used to being woken up, directors at midnight. Please, let's appreciate these efforts by the executive. For us, we've also started. But when they do better, we should not be feeling jealous that they are outshining us. We should be thanking them. So, if I, in my own way, if I was in Torah, I would say Balaam Oye, but I'm in Parliament as Speaker, I will not say that. I will not say that. Honorable Maseroka, you are the last on that matter.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, for purposes of record, Right Honorable, I am Maseroka Robert, Member of Parliament, Mukono South Constituency, and I am glad I come from a district where you are a resident. Right Honorable Speaker, I am raising on a matter of national importance that is happening on remote areas like islands. I come from a constituency that has part of it as places near islands. I have Kome sub-county, I have Damba. I want, Right Honorable Speaker, there are issues of land grabbing on lakes. Someone comes up and says, this is all my territory, like it is happening to the people of Bulago. Right Honorable Speaker, I am here on my knees to request government to go as early as it can be to involve in the issues that are happening.
Kindly be on your knees. Yes.
You see, Right Honorable Speaker, in my heart I'm kneeling.
Okay, okay.
That government involves on the issues that are happening on the shores. The people of Katosi sub-county, someone comes on the lake and says, all this is breeding area. We don't know the criteria. People are evacuating these places. And also, there is an issue of the military and how people are being treated on the lakes. We pray that government, let us have definitive laws that are going to help and set a good procedure of how people should be living these places. Otherwise, people are calling us from those places, Right Honorable Speaker, that please, we can no longer fish. We elected you as Member of Parliament, at least provide us with some posho or beans that we might feed. That is Chimi, Kome, and Damba. We request this honorable government to visit the people that are on those areas. Thank you.
Or defense. fisheries. Prime Minister, the matter is touching many fisheries, Prime Minister and the Ministry of Defense, and even water. The owner of water is the Minister of Water. So you...
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And I thank my brother, Honorable Maseruka, for raising that issue. But this issue of the islands, the handling of the people involved in fisheries is definitely not new. It has been recurrent over times. I think the best way forward, Right Honorable Speaker, with your permission, would be for us on the government side, led by the Office of the Prime Minister, to have a meeting with our colleagues from the islands so that we discuss this issue face to face, get details.
Thank you very much for giving way. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the 11th Parliament passed a Fisheries Act, and there is a resolution which did recommend government to come up with the fisheries regulation, and it has been long overdue. What we would also want to know from the minister, when is government finalizing on this fisheries regulation, because the act has everything to protect the fishermen and people around there. When is government going to come up with this fisheries regulation?
Now you know our senior members, those who have been here longer, they sneak away of speaking. Yes. The Attorney General, when are you bringing the regulations?
Right, Honorable Speaker, we are in touch with the ministry, and the FPC, the First Parliamentary Council, is fine-tuning the regulations.
Thank you. So, Prime Minister, on behalf of government, has invited all members of Parliament who are affected by the fisheries, islanders, for a meeting on a date that you will give. A date that you've kept to yourself.
Honorable Maseruka, this may not be fair, but roughly you think this would be about how many MPs from the islands?
Thank you. According to the information and the group we have, we are around 58. Yes.
Because I had already undertaken to meet other colleagues on a different matter, I request that you give me time so that on Tuesday I propose a specific date when we can have that meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Okwere David.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Right Honorable Speaker, the country has just concluded the 4th session of the LOC1's election successfully. But however, these LOC1s are very essential to all of us, and they are the roots for most of us in terms of all the aspects. These elections of the LOC1s, which have just ended peacefully. But I want to bring it out to the fact that most of these LOC1s who are touching the bones or the backs of our voters need to be sensitized or to be oriented on what they are supposed to be doing. Because in their work, they sign key documents like passports. All of us here, we have passports. They have to be endorsed by LOC1s. Land titles to be transferred, they need LOC1s. And other things which are quite important, LOC1s handle it. My point of bringing it out here, when is government preparing an orientation for these LOC1s, even as the members of Parliament who have been inducted who are being trained. Thank you.
Minutes of local government here.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. We have 2 weeks after